Also, we have another important features in the entity framework called data annotations. In the SQL, I explained the constraints like the primary key, foreign key, the size, for example, for the columns like varchar of 100 characters, varchar of 10 characters. These constraints can be applied using the data annotations in entity framework. Some of these constraints, like the key represents the primary key, or the required. Required means that this field can't be null, or the min or the max, min length and max length, which can be applied to a probability to specify the minimum or the maximum string length allowed in the corresponding column in the database, like varchar of 100, varchar of 10 characters, and etc. And also the foreign key. The foreign key simply can be applied using this annotation. And we have a special constraint in the entity framework called not mapped. Not mapped can be applied to a property or entity class which should be excluded from the model and should not generate a corresponding column or table in the database. So if I have an entity, which is a class, and I just need to use this in my project but without creating a table for this entity, so I can use not mapped. Or if I have a field which is a property inside the class and I don't want this property to be translated into a column in the table, so I can use also not map. And we have like database generated can be applied to a property to configure how the underlying database should generate the value of the corresponding column. We have in SQL like the default value, and we have the identity, and identity means that the value of the column will be generated. For example, the first value will be 1, the second will be 2, the third will be 3, and etc. So this means that the value of the column will be automatically generated.